If she finds any kind of snowball early on, then it's gonna be hard to kill her. I don't know. I'm looking for like a fancy word to say, but I just can't think of it right now. It's too early in the morning for me. But this is gonna be Isis Void. Black will be playing the Invoker, and then FY will be on the Axe. Okay. So I thought I'd be like FY Invoker, but okay, that's fine with me.
5 seconds.
So once IG want to snag up their respective heroes there. Okay, cool. There we go. We're good to go. Welcome, guys. So it's gonna be June on Ember. And Ferrari's gonna be playing the mid Medusa. Mid Medusa versus Invoker is actually a pretty interesting matchup because unless we see a gank come in, this Medusa is gonna have a pretty easy time. And I'm sure that Chuan or Chisbug will be standing behind her just in case. So we'll cover over the rosters real quick. Let's put up the last that's in eyes there. Boom. So June will be looking to farm up on the safe lane in Ember Spirit. Joining him will be Chisbug there on the Ogre Magi. Ferrari 430 on the Medusa mid. Chuan will be supporting him, more than likely roaming around just a bit on his Dazzle. And then Luo, interestingly enough, will be playing the Beastmaster in the off lane. If anything goes wrong for him, at any point he could just default to stacking up the Ancients, and he could clear them out pretty well. Seeing as how the axes are physical damage, and just try to get a 6, max out the Boar and the Hawk, and the Hawk is going to be a good thing here too. If you can get a good position for the Hawk, keep it in the jungle, spot out the axe, and make sure that you're just playing around with the axe initiation. Once he has Blink Dagger up, Beastmaster could be a pretty good counter here, as well as the Roar going through BKBs.
Alright, carry on.
And from the side of Vici Gaming, FY will be playing your Axe. On the Zeus will be Super. And then playing the Skywrath Mage with the Zeus, going to be looking to go around and clear out wards just a bit. Fenrir will be that. Ice on your off-lane Void. And then in mid, Black. The man, the myth, the legend. I've seen him have good games on Invoker. I've seen him have pretty bad games on Invoker, so we'll see how this one goes for him. Going with the null till I start too, with 4 tangos. So that'll be something we keep an eye out for. In mid, it will be Super. Okay. So the Axe will be jungling. Super's going to get as much XP as possible on this mid Zeus. And it looks like Ice did run into a bit of a scrabble with Chisbug and June. When he got out, no problem. And FY, getting this early bounty rune with the change to it. I like to see the fights early on, but teams kind of will just coordinate a little bit better than pubs will. They'll just toss it over to a more important person. As FY in the jungle here on the Axe should have no problem getting an earlier level 2. And the Boar coming through doesn't block the camp, as it does end up dying there. Maybe it does. We'll see when the camps spawn here. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. But that's a cheeky little strategy for Luo. To level the Boar first and just throw it down to a camp and try to block it up. Yes, he actually had a Boar over here on the hard camp, blocked that one, and dropped the ward here. So that's 2 camps. Stop for a little bit. And Chuan's going to be staying with Luo as well. Keeping him safe and keeping him healed up just in case. And this mid lane, I mean, Medusa versus Zeus, I thought it was just going to be the Invoker. Invoker would have a much tougher time here, because the Medusa can just harass him out and get the Mystic Snake bounces. But the same can be said for the Zeus as well. But once the bottles are online, pretty much just going to be a farm fest between the two of them. More so, I'd say, in the favor of the Zeus, though. He'll be able to shove the wave in, and Medusa early on, no split shot leveled. It'll most likely be the Mana Shield Mystic Snake route. And then just, once later on the game becomes easier for her, gets the damage out, can split shot. And, the harass from the Arc Lightning is fairly significant. It does hurt a bit. Down bot here, June and Chisbug too. Should have a pretty easy time. I mean, they're not denying Ice since he did have a ward out earlier on that was cleared. But, as soon as they can get those pulls out there, then they can start really hurting him. And the 2-minute rune, we already have FY positioning for that one. If you can get a bounty rune, that'd be pretty nice. Seeing he's level 4. But he'll throw it over to Super. Yeah, okay, so an illusion for him. And then the bounty for Isis. So some good control already coming out from Vici. And in terms of late game right now, you gotta be thinking that with the Medusa and Ember, they're gonna be able to clear waves out. They're gonna be able to fight against Chronosphere, especially if they stay split for a bit. Split shot can just split push away. We have the Sleight of Fist from the Ember Spirit too that could really just be annoying to deal with in general. Once he has Battle Fury out too. And you know, I've casted a lot of IG games, surprisingly enough, and it's kind of been interesting to see June when he plays Ember Spirit, because he'll have free farm and then just really it doesn't feel like he has much of an impact on the Ember Spirit. Like he's had some really slow timings on his Battle Furies before. I mean, I understand that he goes for drums as well earlier on after his phase boots, just for more combat stats, and that active is pretty good too. But let's see, 4-minute rune not up yet. Ice was just harassing out Chest Bug, seeing as to how he was getting a pull off now that the camp is pullable. So let's see, Chuan and Luo too. They're not having the worst of times. Luo's getting some good farm. Chuan's keeping him healed up too. Even 1 level in Shadow Poison, or Poison Touch. Excuse me. So we haven't really smoke out from FY too. So he just picked that one up. He's gonna be on the courier going to him when he gets his tranquil boots. Yeah. So he could set up for a pretty nice gank up top, seeing how so much Chuan is level 3. Hasn't leveled up Shallow Grave yet either, but it looks like he's gonna be going mid, try to get this kill out of Medusa and try to shut him down early. The mana pool for Super 2 is filled up now that he used the bottle. So coming from behind, I mean, that's really hard to get in range for. There's a counter TP coming in too. So FY, yeah, I'm not sure about that. That's like 100 gold down the drain for getting hit by the tower a few times. So let's see here. Black and Fenrir finding some good damage onto Luo. The axe is up. Get cancelled. Okay, he's fine. You don't really want to fight into the boar either. The boar is really annoying this early on. Gets slowed down a bit, and it's just annoying to get wailed in on by that. And I mean, this is FY really attempting to hurt Ferrari here. Gonna get the slow out there, gonna get the call, and they get a bunch of damage, but Super's out of mana. So chasing this one down, the stick charges do helping out Ferrari quite a bit, as well as the Ring of Aquila. You know, the extra bit of armor that comes in from that, and the mana regeneration helps out a ton. I mean, there is no way to stop this Medusa right now. I mean, even with Super with some good burst potential with that Zeus, it's just way too tough. They needed at least Skywrath Mage. Had Skywrath Mage been there, that could have been a kill. But just a solo axe, not even level 6, way too tough. I mean, it might force him to go back to base, which is Bottle Crow. He doesn't even have a bottle. Never mind. Okay, so I mean, as long as he's full health, he should be fine. And down bot, it looks like they've rotated Fenrir in to help Ice out. This combination of Ogre and Ember 2 in the dual lane is really, really hard to deal with. Because 1 point in Sleight of Fist is all you need to set up a Searing Chain, and then the Ogre just follows up with all of his own damage. And it feels like this isn't going to be one of those early First Blood kind of games. It's going to be one of those long, drawn-out, build a tension kind of moments. But coming through, time walk forward, there is the concussive shot and the arcane bolt. Sunstrike comes in as well, but a nice Searing Chain to stop Ice up. He pops the salve. He's going to be able to run away. No, he's not. Wow, Fenrir with the arcane bolts coming through and getting himself first blood off June. So I guess that early rotation worked out, as well as some good coordination there with Black from the Sunstrike all the way from up top. And he is going for the Quas Exhort. So gotta say, I do like some Exhort Invoker from time to time. Meatball, Sunstrike, all really good ability, good spells. And that helps Ice out a tremendous amount. He's going to have the Chronosphere available too, so set up for some more easy Sunstrike combinations. As well as Fenrir too can come back down here and harass him from outside of the Chrono. That might be what they're looking to do right now. Actually, that is what they're looking to do right now. So we'll see if there's any counter TPs to come through. They do end up spotting out Fenrir being here too. So they're going to need some help. And with this tactical pause... They're going to be like, all right, who's TPing? Who's got TPs? Let's counter this out. But, I mean, FY currently sitting on only Tranquils and 600 gold. So, you know, losing 100 gold from that smoke attempt mid hurts the timing just a little bit on this Blink Dagger. And what's Black going here? He's going to go for Hand of Midas for sure. And just farm up a ton. I'm wondering if he's going to go for the Necro route. Necro 3 wouldn't be too bad here. You know, the ranged Necro unit, able to just sap away the mana of Ferrari and just be a really big nuisance. There was the Arcane pickup for Luo, So with the farm he's been finding, it seems like it's pretty nice for him. And, it'll help out Chuan too. Seeing as to how he'll be spamming out the heals to keep him up. Alright, looks like they're good to go off this pause though. So let's see. Let's see how it goes for the June dive. The potential June dive. You start. Alright, there you go. I mean, just dropping Chronosphere in there and just walking straight up to him should be pretty easy. He doesn't have a Remnant out though. He still has all 3 charges sitting up there. And they want to do this kill right now, really badly. Ice going to go forward, straight drop with the Chrono. Sunstrike comes in, the damage sealed up, and they commit the Thunder God's Wrath too. See, easy kill coming in. And then Ice just time walks away. And Chuan was just a little too late to the party. A little bit of an extended TP for him. So, that was really well played by Vici. Nice setup. That's what you need to do early on too, with this Void Invoker combination. Sunstrike, just really strong. The pure damage is just crazy, and it's doing 225 right now too. To the, what is it, only 700 HP? Yeah. 700 pool of June. Makes for as simple as that. Gonna have to see for Fenrir if he wants to roam up mid. I mean, at this point, you know, Ferrari, he's been farming up a storm. He's even out CSing the Zeus by quite a bit. The Hawk's gonna spot on FY too. Yeah, this is a good thing about the Hawk. Being able to stay safe and, you know, just scout out when you feel like the gank is coming. It just feels good. Oh, there's a haste here too. Oh boy, is this gonna be the rune that gets Ferrari killed? We'll have to see. But Ferrari's having a good time here. June, not so much. With those ganks from the Skywrath Mage, he's now 0-2, so he's having a little bit of a tough time. In terms of the Vici gold right now, I mean XP is 2,000 plus, and gold is about the same story, almost at 3K. So finding themselves a nice early advantage here, for sure. And once you let Ice kind of get comfortable in his lane too, you start to see him play a little bit more greedily. He'll push up more, and there's no more pulls coming from bot lane either. So he's just getting some guaranteed farm here. Seeing as to how Chessbug can't really help out June. And they're going for stacks too. This is definitely some recovery farm that's needed for June, as well as if they really wanted to pull and deny everything, that'd be nice. But this is more so to have June farm it up a little bit later on. And trying to kill Ice here is going to be hard. Level 3 and Time Walk too, that range is pretty ridiculous. So they're kind of lingering in the woods just in case they want to set up for another Chrono from the Vici side. But the steroid is going to be the same. They come in for a smoke. They're going to go up top, and Luo has to watch out here. Coming forward, concussive shot connects. It's going to be a taunt, and will he get chopped down? Sunstrike comes through, and the Sunstrike is enough. So Black gets a nice easy kill for himself. And that's one of the weaknesses of Beastmaster. If you do end up overextending yourself just a bit, you can get punished pretty hard like that. And Luo's Beastmaster, not the best Beastmaster, but he's more so just there for the Primal Roar. Just trying to find the easy XP for himself. He's really close too. 40 more and he'll be good to go. So TD on Chessbug and Bounty Rune for Super. And I mean this is kind of like, I guess you could say it's a bit of a global strat, because Sunstrike and Thunder God's Wrath really effective spells together. And Fenrir is level 6 now too, so he should just stick with Ice or FY, and once they get a call or Chrono, just drop the Mystic Flare, and that's just another easy guaranteed kill. The health pools right now are just not that much for IG. And I guess they've kind of rotated out June. Just put him up top and have him not deal with the pain in the ass that is Chronosphere. And or just Ice in general. Ice just plays a really good off lane. And he's even stealing a stack up too. Oh, that's a bit of a kick in the balls. Take away the stacks that, you know, that June could have farmed, or even Ferrari, who I haven't really talked much about because he's just been doing so well in this mid lane. 61 to 46 in terms of last hits, and despite the Arc Lightning harass, it's just maxed out Mana Shield and he's good to go. And Super just walked up and took so much damage there. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but I guess the high ground from Ferrari was a little too effective there. The fog of war was keeping him out of sight. Now Chuan and Luo, the Primal Roar here now. That's what I was talking about. Once he gets 6, the Primal Roar is what he's there for. Primal Roar comes through, Shadow Touch, and Mystic Snake auto attack comes in, and there you go. Medusa picks up the kill, but a Chronosphere on a 2. Sunstrike's going to hit onto Chuan, pick up the kill, and Time Walk back out. So they do make it a 1-for-1 trade, but a bigger thing is Ferrari picking up that kill on the Medusa. And he also went for Hand of Midas too. So he is looking to bring this late. And yeah, a much better exchange for the side of IG for sure. For sure.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
And that Chronosphere combination is only going to be effective for so long. Once people start getting some health and we get some rewards out on the map, it'll be a little bit easier to try to deal with that. As well as if at any point Chuan isn't caught out in the Chronosphere, he could just Shallow Grave the person that they're looking to target down, be it Ferrari or June. So we'll see a 4-man push actually come out towards the top side. Ice was dealing with the mid, but with these Forge Spirits, they can push pretty hard. It's just going to take a little bit more effort than just Forge Spirits. They need a wave as well as some more heroes. But Smoke coming through? No. From the side of IG now. They're just going to look to flat up defend it. Show themselves, drop an Ignite, harass out, and even drop Weave too. So with as much armor as they're losing, I don't think they're going to want to fully commit to this. And put June down bot to deal with Ice. But 40 seconds on Chrono, and June has to be careful. Still below 1,000 health. Really easy to kill. And there's pings coming through too. FY has his Blink Dagger. Oh god, no. June, let's see. Okay, he Remnants out, yeah. Well, as soon as he sees FY, he's like, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Goes straight up back to top where he had that Remnant laid.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, they should be able to read the situation and look for a dive here. Potentially onto Super or Black. So. Nope. Not going to go for it. Don't want to look for the dive just yet. There should be defensive TPs too to come out, if anything. Yeah, Fenrir has his, and I mean, Ice is just being left alone. He's almost got the Mask of Madness, and once he has that, that's going to be pretty scary. Yep, Thunder God's Wrath, committed, just scouting out just a bit. And, I mean, using that ultimate there for just scouting purposes, I guess to keep them safe, and June also took a fair chunk of damage there too. But, I mean, they're ready. They're ready to defend this soon. Because Chronosphere should be online. Ice has a TP as well as Fenrir, so the combination of the Chrono Flare should be coming out. I mean, it should be coming out soon, unless they just want this to fall. They traded a 1-for-1 there in terms of towers. So, I mean, he's arc lightning as much as possible. Blink forward with the call. They go into Fenrir, or Ferrari, excuse me. Sunstrike does a bunch of damage to the call, actually. Whoa, that was a interesting call coming in from FY. They don't have enough mana for the Stone Gaze either. Luo's kind of trapped in the tree line here. He's going to get time walked on, Thunderbolted up, and that was kind of sloppy, I would have to say. Using the call and then Sunstriking as well. The Sunstrike was fine, but the call, I'm not too sure about that. Did they get the deny on the tower? No. The creeps finished that one off. So they don't even get the deny, but they do pick up a kill on Luo. And maybe get a 1-for-1 trade out here on the top tier 1. But with the glyph available, it's going to be a little bit harder to do. That fight was all over the place. I mean, they wanted to target down Ferrari, but again, breaking the 60% damage reduction from the mana shield is pretty hard. And Black is going to be going for the Necro, so the ranged Necro unit going to be pretty troublesome for Ferrari. And with Glyph down, they push the tier 1, no problem. Going forward, they find a Blink call on the Chuan. There is a Chronosphere. Chuan silenced up, can't get the Shallow Grave off, and Ferrari just kind of stuck there, not able to do anything. Could pop out the Stone Gaze, but I mean, Vici will just take a 1-for-none. Again. So, in their time up top, they found 2 kills and a tower kill, which is pretty nice. And Black is going to be the person we have to watch out for this game. Once he gets Necro 3 up, he'll just leave the Archer on Medusa, just suck away all the mana as much as possible. Blink call comes in again. They want to get this kill on the Ferrari. Sunstrike comes through. Still has the mana shield available. Pops the Stone Gaze. The call comes in. And there you go. They pick up the kill. He chops him down. Finally able to get it off. The persistence paying off in this case. Multicasted through from the Fire Blast. And Searing Chains as well from the Sleight of Fist. They do pick up one of the Roars. Going to actually stop Black from TPing back. And it looks like this band is going to go down as... There it is. Flame Guard for the double kill for June. And these Invoker Force Spirits looking to pick up Chispug. Too much mana and the heal. Keeps him alive. And Perfect World servers are absolutely pooping themselves right now for me. But 1200 exchange as well as 3k XP. A much needed kill on black. And yeah, that was a good counterplay coming in from IG. And the roar range is pretty big, pretty decent. Gotta say, able to stop that TP up. They're stacking Ancients and clearing them out for Luo, giving him some recovery. I want to say he's gonna go for Blink just to be a little bit more flexible with his roars. If not, then maybe go for the Medallion. I've seen actually a fair bit of the Chinese offlaners or supports that pick up Beastmaster, and they go into Medallion and their axes, since their physical damage, just destroy low health targets. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Got another stack up there, just keeps on farming away. And the tier 1 in mid taking a little bit of damage, but it'll take a bit to push through Super's Zeus there. With all the spam he's able to get through. And FY smoked up again. Let's see if he can get a blink initiation on mid. And IG are doing the same, so gonna be a bit of a mirrored path there for their smoke. Seeing if they find anything effective out of it. Roar is available. Man, they're just on the opposite sides of each other too. They use the Thunder God's Wrath too, and he should be able to see that it came out over here. It doesn't do any damage to smoke targets though, so yeah, everybody's wary from the Vici side. A bit of a tense moment for Vici. Like, where the hell is everybody? But with Blink Dagger online now too from Luo, Blink Roar's gonna be pretty relevant. And that's Necro 2 units as well from black. So I mean, they should be feeling okay to push these towers. Ice is just, making quick work of the bots here too as well. There's the Blink Call coming through. There's the combination of the Chispug. They get the chop down. The Roar comes in just a little too late, and will they get FY? Yeah, they will. He gets stone gazed up. So that's a 1-for-1 trade. 2-for-1, excuse me. But Ferrari getting Shallow Grave. Can they chase them down? They should be able to. Super dropping the Thunderbolt. No, Arc Lightning, not enough. Ferrari actually still alive. 4 health right now. 6 health. He's still ticking up. They can't get any damage to come through, but no. Ice comes in with the Time Walk, bashing up Chuan, going on to Luo, and that's actually going to be a 5-for-1. It's a full wipe. Holy crap. Vici Gaming. Good flanking from Ice. His Chronosphere was down as he did, use it a little bit earlier on, but Blink Call turns into just everybody dying. Fight recap, no, come back. And there's the big spike after that fight. That's actually absurd how well that fight went for IG. I mean, not IG, for VG. That's interesting. And they pick up a Diffusal Blade too on Ice Stasis Void. I guess that means he'll look to stick on to Ferrari, slow him down, and try to get the kill. And I thought Ferrari was going to live just a bit. He had 7 health once he was running away, but Ice was like, not going to get out of there. I mean, that's a catastrophic fight, to say the least, from IG. Losing all 5 this early on, too, and that was even with Chronosphere. That was just off of a Call Skywrath Mage Ultimate. The Mystic Flare, man. Blink Call, gonna go in, they find Chuan, Sunstrike comes in too. Jeez, they don't even need the Sunstrike, they just chop him down. No problem. And this ward right here, paying off. Spots Luo, spots Chispug. Gonna find a call in onto June. They use the Roar into FY, but the Mystic Flare coming down already onto June. Ice does not have enough for a Chronosphere in terms of mana, but everybody's cutting them off. FY finds himself another chop. They see Chispug. Can they get the call? They do interrupt him with the Thunder Bolts, and it is very, very frightening as FY gets a double kill with the chops. And I mean, that's a free Roshan. Jeez, a 3,000 gold swing, 4,000 XP, a free Aegis as well, and I mean, Vici Gaming are looking to clean up this game 1. The Medusa here from Ferrari, it's getting close to the Scotty, but I mean, they have enough to deal with it right now. The Diffusal Blade coming in from the Void, the Necro units coming in from black, and I mean, they can break this mana shield though. It isn't one of those games where they don't have any methods to breaking the Medusa mana shield. Since it was picked up fairly early in the draft, Vici Gaming are able to draft around it and counter it out just a bit. Pick up a good Necro carrier, pick up a good Diffusal carrier. And, you know, one of the things I didn't talk about was the Diffusal coming out against it. Oh, God, the courier's dead. Did it get chopped? Oh, my God, they chopped the beaver down. FY. Oh, my God. And then they pick up a kill on Chuan, too. And one of the things you might not know is that you can call the courier. Sunstrike Strike is enough to pick up the kill in the Chronosphere there onto Chissbug, and the counter TP from June just a little too late. They blink call back. Blind checks from FY. Looking for Ferrari, but couldn't get it. The Beaver, man. He was just trying to do his job and deliver the items. Killed mercilessly, man. What about the rule about never killing the messenger?
Radiant's mid tower.
So the tier 2 here, the glyph is available. Courier's dead for another 2.5 minutes, so I mean, no Chronosphere, so they don't really want to commit too hard. They'll just back off, keep farming. Farm up the Vici Gaming side jungle too. And that's Ferrari not being able to get his own jungle creeps. They take a stack away too from the Ancients. And that's delaying Scotty further. Further and further, man. As Ferrari falls behind. In terms of net worth there, top 1 black, no surprise. Ferrari still trying to fight for that first spot. Does pick up his second ultimate orb, so just needs the Orb of Venom and he's good to go.
Dire's mid tower's heaven.
And this haste, ooh, this is a good rune for super. Getting able to zip around in these fights. And Ferrari, okay, they find some good damage, they call. And there's no Force Staff here. This isn't like a Pycat axe where he'll just Force Staff them forward, but they get some good damage in onto him. The Yules as well, but they can't pick up the killers yet. They need at least 3 people. Or just black. Or just black and Ice can kill him off. That combination should be no problem to take down Ferrari. And, alright, there's a big wave up top that June had to deal with. He's taking too much damage from these Forge Spirits. And, alright, who's got the Aegis currently? I believe Black has it. Yeah, Black has the Aegis, so, I mean, they should be looking to push now. Chronosphere's up in 5. They'll group up. Should be no problem. And this is one of the things with the Beastmaster. He's got a good engage in the Primal Roar, but it's not like a Tidehunter Ravage. It's not like a Brew Clap Split, so, I mean, he's got to find a good target as a Roar. And it might have to be just FY in general. They find Chuan, and they just take him down, no problem. A 2-man Chronosphere comes in from Ice, Mask of Madness, Thunder God's Wrath, Black with a Deafening Blast, and Meteorite combination. Oh, everybody's just dead. That looks like this is going to be game. The lag from Perfect World servers is just too much for my computer to handle, apparently. But June comes in and really can't clean up anything. So the 4 for none, 2,300 gold, or about 2,900. And 4 to 22. No 3-2-2, guys. Sorry, you missed the chance. And, yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a shapely and fast Game 1 from Vici Gaming, who did lose to Newbie earlier on here in ECL. So, looking to recover it and climb back up from the loser's bracket side. They'll take a tier 3 and some racks, as despite this being popped, it doesn't matter. Alacrity, just too fast. He's blink calling. Finds Chuan again, man. Just picking him off before he can even grave. Who needs to worry about it if you just kill him off in a second? So, there you go. That's one set looking to go down here in the mid side. Sleight of fisting away. June, though, trying to do what he can. Trying to take down Black, and yeah, Blink coming in from the axes there. They pop the Aegis at least, but I mean, it's still a 6 for 1 currently, counting the Aegis just a bit. The Scotty's picked up. June gets bashed. Blink call does not connect, and that TP gets canceled. He does not want to fight any further into that. And a set of racks and 6 deaths coming in from the IG side. So this is not shaping up to be the best game for them. And I mean, Chuan, his positioning, he just keeps getting caught out. These calls, he needs to be alive in these fights, man. He hasn't got a grave off since, what, like 10 minutes? It feels like he just keeps getting jumped on. And then Lua, once he roars, he's kind of just, feels like it's just like the boar doing more than him. I mean, I don't know if the Scotty's going to be enough to bring them back into this game, honestly. It doesn't feel like it's going to be. So, we'll see. I mean, Vici Gaming can just leave Ice in the off lane, or one of the side lanes, and then there's 4-man push down the other, and it should be pretty good. The Veil of Discord, too, picked up here by, oh my god, by Fenrir, who also has an Atos. So, the slows synergizing well with the Mystic Flare. That is a pretty dangerous combination. Also, it works really well with the Zeus, but finding Chuan again and chopping him out. FY. leaving a trail of just blood in his wake. I mean, this is not the best game for Chuan, man. He's been picked off 8 times in these fights, and most of them have been call kills. So, jeez. That is not good for his Dazzle. And his Dazzle play has been pretty good. In I-League, he has some phenomenal play on his Dazzle here, but the Axe pickup against it just way too strong. Blink Call comes in again, pulling Ferrari back just a bit. They get the Mystic Flare. On top of it, Chronosphere going to be dropped here, Manta style, and I can't even see the Chrono with the lag. But June gets the Shallow Grave out from Chuan. He's going to stay alive for just a bit, but once the time's out, he should be dying. Sunstrike comes in for Chuan. GG's called, and I mean, what a game from Vici. IG just getting completely outclassed in this one, and that's it. So we're going to head to a quick break, and I mean, I'm at EGayCast on Twitter. If you enjoyed the cast, by all means, hit me up there. Still relatively new to Dota casting, only been around it for about 3 months, so, or actually, I'd say about 2.5 months. But yeah, this is